Welcome back to another brand new episode of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 here on the Theme Park Realm YouTube channel. Now, I do of course realise that it has been a long while since I last uploaded an episode of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, so first of all, my apologies that there hasn't been any videos recently on this. Basically, all it is I've just been having a little break from YouTube, been uploading some off-ride footage that I took last summer that I didn't really get a chance to upload previously, and I've just generally just been taking a break and sort of chilling out with it. So I do apologise that there's not been a video for quite some time. I know that a lot of you do wait for these videos to come out, but obviously going forwards I will make sure that I'm getting one up at least every week like I was before, so do stay tuned for that. As I say, the videos, they normally go up on a Friday, so going forwards, until this series is done, I'm going to try my very best to get one up every single Friday until we are finished off with this world. But if you may remember, in the last video, we did obviously continue work on the spooky section of the theme park. As I mentioned last time, we are now going to be looking to move on to a space-themed area, so that's going to be coming up on the next video. We're actually going to start work on the actual space area. That's going to be, it's actually an area that I'm really excited for, and I feel like it's going to be a really good area within the park. I mean, a bit like the spooky area really. I didn't think that was going to be that good to begin with, but now that I've sort of got it all finished off, I really am happy with how the spooky area has turned out. And I do think that the space-themed area is going to be a really nice way to sort of finish off the world and get everything sort of done and dusted on here. Obviously, once we've done the space-themed area, there is a little bit more work that I want to do at the front of the park where the entrance is. But apart from that, that's pretty much it. So, once we've done that, I may move on to Planet Coaster, or I may do another little sort of mini-series within Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. We'll just have to wait and see, and really wait to see what people, want to see anyway as well. If you guys don't want to see Planet Coaster, then there's no point in me doing it. If you do want to see Planet Coaster, then let me know in the comments, and obviously I will take that into consideration when it comes to sort of choosing what to do next on the channel. But yeah, I've just, as I say, just generally been having a break, not really been playing any video games recently, and I've been very busy as well with work and stuff like that in my personal life, so that's really just the main reason that there's been nothing uploaded for quite a while in terms of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Obviously the channel's still active, there's plenty of off-ride footage going up. I've been uploading off-ride footage every week, and that's just stuff that I've had literally backed up from, I think it was over the summer now. Like, I just get so much off-ride footage that I actually forget that I've got it, and then it's just difficult, you just forget that you have this footage. Like, if I go back through my hard drives and look back through all of my GoPro footage, there's so much footage on there that I've never uploaded to YouTube. So that's kind of like what I've been doing, is just sort of going back through my archive, if you like, of videos and just seeing what I can upload. Because what I tend to do is, obviously I'll do a vlog from maybe a theme park, but then I'll also do like off-ride footage as well whilst I'm doing the vlog, and obviously some of it goes into the vlog but not all of it. So then I save what I've got left then to go into a separate video for like a full off-ride overview. And you'll see one of the ones that I uploaded recently was from Flamingo Land, Kumali, the SLC invert. Now that ride is actually, it's actually really good SLC. I don't know if you guys, have been on many SLCs. I know there's obviously, you've got Infusion in Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and there's one in Fantasy Island as well, which is another theme park here in the UK. But the suspended looping coasters, they do have a reputation for being like a really bad, really rough ride. Obviously Infusion at Pleasure Beach, it isn't that comfortable. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be, but it's not, it's certainly for me, I don't find it very comfortable to ride. It's certainly not something that I'd go to sort of first thing in the day when I get there. Wouldn't be dying to go on it. But then you've also got, the likes of I forget what it's called now. Oh, Odyssey at Fantasy Island. That's another Vekoma SLC. And the one at Fantasy Island is not an off-the-shelf model, that one. It's more of like a custom layout. And actually, when it was very first built, it was one of, I think it was actually the tallest inverted coaster in the world when it was first built. And it's actually got, when you come out the lift hill, it's got a massive vertical loop. And that vertical loop is still, I'm sure it's still like the largest vertical loop, or at least second or maybe third largest vertical loop on any inverted coaster. It's an absolutely huge loop. Like, this coaster is absolutely massive. Now obviously you've got to bear in mind, if you are watching from like the US or anywhere else in the world, rides in the UK, they don't tend to be that high. there's a lot of issues of like planning permission and stuff like that in the UK, and a lot of the theme parks are built in places where they just can't build them as high as they want to. I mean, even in Thorpe Park, which, they don't have as many issues there with planning permission, but they still don't really have many really tall coasters. So, I mean, the maximum height you're looking at in the UK is probably about 50 metres, and I think that's probably the height of Odyssey at Fantasy Island. I don't think there's any rides that are really higher than that. Obviously, the exception would be the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but even the new coasters that Blackpool Pleasure Beach have built, they're no higher than probably about 30 or 40 metres off the ground. So in the UK, we really don't have, many tall rides. So Odyssey at Fantasy Island is a really tall, inverted coaster. So I would suggest that, if you've not been there, definitely go and check it out. Give it a go and see what you think. But personally, I really didn't enjoy that ride at all. It just seemed very, very rough. Now, it's got different restraints to Infusion at Pleasure Beach. It does have different restraints on it. They're like, it's hard to explain the difference, but they're more like squared. The ones on Infusion have kind of got like a rounded bottom, where the ones on in Fantasy Island, they've got more of like a squared off bottom. So I don't know if that's what it is, if it's the restraints, but I do find that ride a lot more uncomfortable. But then there's other people that say that ride's really smooth. So I think, to be quite honest, I think it's just because I'm quite tall, and I think sometimes it depends on your height. As to whether whether or not you enjoy the rides, because obviously the restraints are designed for different heights and stuff like that. So I definitely go and check it out if you do. But anyway, going back to where this started, obviously Kumali at Flamingo Land. That ride is actually probably the best SLC that I've ever been on. I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I normally don't like SLCs at all, but Kumali's really good. It's got a custom layout on there. You've got you go straight out the lift hill, right down into the bottom, where you've got a massive sort of turnaround section, and then you've got another huge vertical loop. You've got a cobra roll, a couple of helixes. It's really good. It's got like a really nice layout to it. Also nicely themed as well. The theming, obviously, in Flamingo Land, theming isn't their main priority, but that ride does have a little bit of nice detail on it. It's got sort of detail on like the supports and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, when I was on there, I was actually trying to record an on-ride video with my GoPro, and you'll see in the latest off-ride footage, if you actually watch that, you'll see I did on the end, I put in like a bit of on-ride GoPro footage, and I wanted to make that into a separate video, but unfortunately, I don't know what was going on, but my GoPro was kind of like, it was aimed too upwards, if that makes sense. So the only thing that you could really see was the track, and I just didn't think it was worthy of being uploaded. The thing was, though, when you actually got off the lift hill, after that it kind of straightened out a little bit, so you could see sort of a little bit forwards, but it still wasn't great. It certainly wasn't worthy of a full, on-ride footage video. So that's the reason why I stuck it on there, and I didn't do like a separate upload with a POV for it. But hopefully when I go back there, they'll still be allowing you to do on-ride footage. It's quite it's quite rare that theme parks would actually let you do that, but for some reason in Flamingo Land, they're very open to you just recording on ride. They don't really care, as long as you've got like the correct equipment. You've got like a harness. I've got like a GoPro chest mount. As long as you've got stuff like that, then they don't mind. They'll let you sort of film wherever you want. In fact, they even said to me, "Oh, since you're recording, we'll let you go on the front row." So they're literally that okay with recording that they'll literally suggest that you go on front row just so you get a better video. So yeah, that was really nice of them, to be fair. But it's a really nice theme park. I'd definitely go in and check it out if you haven't already. And of course, they've got that massive 10 inversion coaster that's going to be coming over hopefully the next few months, but we don't really know at the moment, obviously with COVID and everything like that going on. It's anyone's guess when the theme parks will reopen. I mean, Blackpool Pleasure Beach was supposed to be open from last weekend, and it's still no sign of anything like that opening. But hopefully we're going to get an announcement soon, and we will be able to sort of come out of lockdown, even if it is just a little bit, and be able to do some like theme parks and stuff like that. I do have my fingers crossed. You can see on the video now, going back to the video, I've gone a little bit off topic today, but going back to the video, you can see there that I'm just building the wall up there just to sort of hide the spooky area from the Egyptian style area. Now this was a little not gonna lie, it was like a real pain, because I didn't realise, but it was really obvious that there was like spooky buildings behind the Egyptian side, so I had to go back and just completely change that wall, because at the end of the day, the whole thing that I'm going for here is that you can't see You know, each area needs to be like a fully immersive area, and I don't want, you know, to be in a position where you can sort of see the spooky area from the Egyptian one. So that's why I went back and tried to add like an Egyptian style wall over the spooky one, just to make it sort of completely separate. And obviously from the spooky area you can't see the Egyptian area either. I've already checked that, so I'm quite happy. You know, I was quite happy in the end once I'd added a little bit of Egyptian theme into the back of that. But like I said before, it's really just finishing off now on this video. There's not that much more to do. It's literally just adding those final touches to the spooky area. One thing that I didn't mention either as well is that what I'm actually going to be doing, I think I did mention this in one of the previous videos, but I am actually going to be extending that ride building that you can see that I'm working on now. It's going to actually be extended right into the space themed area of the theme park. So I'm going to be adding that in, and it's going to have another indoor coaster but on the actual space side. So I think that's going to work really nicely, because it'll, first of all, it'll actually hide the, you know, it'll separate the two areas, it'll hide the spooky area from the space area, and then it'll just allow, you know, for a nicer transition between the two areas. So I think that'll work really nice. And it's good as well to have another indoor coaster. I don't think the whole of that coaster is going to be inside. I think it'll just be sort of partially inside and partially outside. But I do really like the idea of giving it another go, trying another indoor coaster, because it's not really something that you see a lot of in RCT3. So I feel like we're going to give it another go, see if we can make a better indoor coaster on the next go, and see what happens with that. But yeah, once again as well, I do appreciate everyone commenting on the videos. I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to be able to read out the comments today, because what I do is I put them on my phone, and at the moment my phone's got no data. So do not fear. I know I've promised that I'd go through comments. I will be going through comments. It'll probably be on the next video, because I'll probably have data back on my phone by then, and I will be going back through the last few videos, reading out people's comments, giving them shout outs, because I really do appreciate the support. I appreciate everyone that tunes in. You know, there's been a lot of support for these videos, and I really do appreciate it. You know, I'm glad that I can sort of inspire people to build different things and try different things within the game. So yeah, please do keep commenting, and literally within the next 2 episodes, it should be on the next one, I will be going through your comments and giving shout outs to people as well. So do not fear, I am still going to be doing that. I just can't do it today, I'm afraid. So that's the sort of the reason why I've not done that, because I think I did promise in maybe the last video that I was going to go through comments. So there's a little explanation from me. But one other thing that I did want to sort of shout out before the end of the video is I've actually recently started doing some more live streaming. So if you are interested in parks, go and check out my live stream. It's actually twitch.tv/Project Hitch. So it's got nothing to do with theme parks, it is completely separate. But if you do like live streams, be sure to go over there, give it a follow. I'm trying to sort of live stream late on in the evening. There isn't really a schedule at the moment, but whenever I'm on the Xbox, I'm trying to do some live streams there as well. So definitely go and check it out if it is something you're interested in. Of course, if you've got any theme park questions, comment them on the live stream. Don't mind sort of mixing the two together. I'm just letting you know that it's not specifically theme park live streams that I'll be doing on there. But if you do come over, feel free to ask any questions that you want, you know, whether it's about this series or about anything else on the channel, or just about general theme park, you know, stuff. Come along, have a chat in the sort of in-game chat on there, well, the in-Twitch chat, and yeah, let me know what you think. I've actually added a link to the live stream on the channel as well, so if you want to go and just click on that, you can do. It's actually on the main channel page where I've got all of the links. You can click on there now for Twitch. But yeah, you can see now I'm just adding the path. This path will be the path that will connect into the space themed area. So from the next video now, we are literally just going to be straight into that space themed area, adding bits of detail in there. So I am really excited for that. But that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. So once again, thank you very much for watching. As always, please do give the video a like if you enjoyed. If you've got absolutely any suggestions for the space themed area, do let me know in the comments down below. As I say, I will be going through comments in one of the next videos. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video.